Hello, my name is Kim and I'll be your Pilates instructor today. As an experienced physiotherapist, I can take you through safe and effective exercise. If you do feel pain, discomfort, shortness of breath, dizziness, or any concern about your vascular access, then please stop and seek advice. Otherwise, relax and enjoy the movement. If at any time you feel concerned, you can just sit down, relax, find a comfortable position, breathe, and just take yourself through the exercises that I'm describing in your mind. This can have enormous benefit. Okay, let's begin. So I'm going to be taking you through some strength exercises. Strength and conditioning can support your joints and strengthen your muscles to hold you in good positions. This can be really beneficial for pain control and general confidence in your movements. They are all going to be nice, gentle movements, and I will give you alternatives for each one of them, so feel confident that I'll be able to guide you through. First of all, let's just think about our posture that we will be trying to hold throughout this workout. With your feet hip-width apart, toes pointing forwards, lift up your arches a little bit. Soften your knees slightly, tuck your bottom under. Use your abdominal muscles gently just to support your spine. Keeping your ribs down, chest open, chin tucked, and neck lengthened. I'll keep referring to this throughout the workout. Okay, so we're going to start off with 10 gentle squats. Now these can be a little bit daunting to start with for some people, but if done gently, they can be really beneficial. Use a chair beside you or in front of you, and I'll demonstrate at times with this. You can do all of these exercises with a chair next to you. So just move that around or move your body around so you can position yourself to feel stable and confident. All right, so our squats. Feet hip width apart again. Soften the knees gently to start with. We're going to do 10. You're sitting backwards as if you're sitting down on a chair behind you, and squeeze everything to come back up. And sit back again, draw everything in to come back up. The weight goes back through the heels and the body comes forwards. Use your abdominals a little bit as you come up. These can be as shallow or as deep as you like. Good. So to demonstrate, you can free yourself up to come down a little bit lower, or they can just be nice and soft and shallow like that. Tense through your thighs and your glutes and your tummy as you come up. And we just have 2 more. Lovely. And again. Wonderful. Now a great resource that I love to use is a split squat. We're going to have one leg in front of the other here. We're going to be high up on the back toe. Therefore, balance may be a little bit of a challenge. So if I can move this chair to the side of me, I'm going to have it from my fingertips there. Okay? So we're going to come up nice and tall on that back heel. The feet are nice and wide apart. If they're too narrow, you have nowhere to go. If they're too wide, you'll feel vulnerable. You'll figure this out as you go along. We're going to do 10 on each side. Lock everything forwards, upright, chest open, chin tucked. That back knee is going to head straight down towards the floor. These are my nice shallow ones. 2. We can come all the way down if we feel confident to. 3, 4, squeeze through the glute and pull up through that back heel as you come up. Keep your body upright. Head straight down through that back knee. Keep them shallow if you feel a little bit wary. And last one. Lovely. Chances are you're feeling a little bit of burning through those thighs. Embrace that. If it's a little bit more, you may want to rest and do a few more next time. But it's not a bad thing to feel that little bit of work going on in those muscles. Point everything forwards. Remember to come up high on that back foot. The heel pulls upwards. Hips locked forwards, drop to the shoulders. Back knee heading straight down for the floor there. As you come up, draw up through the heel and through the calf. 3. Keep your body upright. 4, Squeeze in through here. 5, just as shallow as you like. 6, head that knee right down if you feel confident to. 7, 8, draw up through the calf. 9, 10. Wonderful. So that's a lot of focus on the quads there. We've done our squats and split squats, that focus on these muscles. I like to also focus on the muscles at the backs of the legs. And this next exercise, we're going to need the chair next to us. Even the best of us need that. You can do a double leg exercise. This is an RDL, a Romanian deadlift. We're sticking our bottom backwards and coming back up. That's the simplest version. Imagine at times people would use a weight to do this. Your bottom's going backwards, your weight is going through your heels, your chest and upper body is coming forwards, and then you come back up. You're working the backs of the legs there. We can do a single leg version as well. So what we're going to do, 5 on each leg. I'm going to demonstrate that single leg version. The leg goes back, the upper body goes forwards. If you are much more wary, you can do your double leg version and 10 in total. I'll count you down. So those of you doing the single leg, stand on your right leg, release your left leg, swing it backwards, chest comes forwards. These can be shallow, okay? Or they could be deep. 3. Keep everything pointing forwards. Lovely. That's enough for that leg. We're going to swap legs if you're doing single leg, okay? Good. Your joints may click. You may hear mine. 2, and that's quite normal. Keep everything pointing forwards. 3. Stick the bottom backwards. 4. 5. Wonderful. All right. We're going to do some calf raises. These also need a little bit of balance. So I will also use the chair. Our feet are hip width apart, toes pointing forwards. We're going to do one set with 2 legs. Then we're going to move on to single leg. You have the choice in that. You can maintain on the 2 legs if you want to. Let's do our 10. Drop the shoulders, tuck the chin, tuck the bottom under. Raising up onto the toes, squeezing through the calves, and then lowering back down. Fingertips on the chair. Don't use it too much. 2. Drawing up through that calf. 3. Keep the ankles strong, pointing forwards. 4. Lovely. Draw in through your tummy to support you. 5. 6. Take some nice deep breaths along the way, not too deep and forceful. 8. The weight travels forwards and then back down to the heels. 2 more. Lovely. Okay, give those legs just a little shake. We're going to move on to our single leg ones. If you know the double leg is your thing at the moment, keep going with that. If you're coming with me and doing the single leg, we're going to do 5 on each leg. Pick up one leg behind you, and we're raising up. 1, drawing in, up tall. 2, 3, 4, try not to push down through your hands too much. 5, done at this speed. They are quite difficult. Swap legs, get a firm plant of that leg on the floor. Squeeze up through the thigh, pick up the other leg behind you. Good, drawing in through the tummy. 1, 2, 3, taking care to keep the ankle strong. 4, 5. Lovely. So now if you did stick with your double leg on those, do that for a few sessions, then experiment. Try one single leg exercise and see how you go. Brilliant. So now we're going to come down on the floor to do some push-ups. I would like to give you the option though of doing these against the wall. I'll demonstrate the ones on the floor, but stay standing if you feel you need to. Your hands will be on the wall and you'll be lowering just as I describe. If you're coming down to the floor with me, take care. Put your hand on the chair next to you, lower yourself down, one leg at a time, into kneeling, and then you can bring yourself onto the floor. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Being careful at all times of any vascular access that you may have in that arm. It is recommended that you keep that arm strong. So if you feel confident to do these and it feels safe, it's worth having a go. Lovely. So we have 3 types of press-ups. Some of you may be on a full press-up, potentially. But I'm going to give you a couple more options. Our half press up here. Recognise that there is a line from my shoulders down to my knees here. Nice straight line with my abdominals nice and strong. A box press up is where many of you will be. The hands are underneath the shoulders and we're lowering ourselves here and coming back up. Notice the bend at the hip. I'm only using the weight of my upper body on this exercise. This is the one I will demonstrate here because this is the one I believe most of you will be doing. Okay, we're going to do a set of 10. Finally, draw into your tummy, hands as wide as the mat, elbows out to the side unless you're particularly used to them coming down alongside the body. Okay, 10. Lower as low as you can and draw up. 9. Shoulders down away from the ears. 8. 7. Try to tuck the chin and lengthen the back of the neck. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. 1. Lovely. Okay. We're going to come back up into standing again. Take your time. If you feel dizzy, take a pause at any point and do this at your own speed. One leg, use your hands, the other leg, and just take stock once you're there. How do you feel? If you're feeling good and you've repeated this workout a few times, feel free to run through it 2 more times. If you remember the exercises, you can do it in your own time as well, just counting your way through without all of the descriptions. We're going to do a few stretches now. After we've worked our muscles that kind of strongly, we need to work and stretch through the muscles to avoid any tension the next day. With one hand on the back of the chair, pick up the other leg behind you. Sink into it with the standing leg. Tuck your bottom under, drop your shoulders. If you struggle with this one, you can always use a towel to wrap around the lower leg and pull in. Tuck the bottom under at all times and try to keep those knees close together. Lower that leg to the floor. You can turn around to bring the chair onto the other side if you'd like. And pick up the other leg. If you want to challenge your balance and you feel safe to do so, this is a great opportunity to do that. Lovely. I do have the opportunity to do some stretching a little bit more afterwards. So again, remember these stretches and hold them for a little bit longer and repeat them through a few times if you feel particularly tight. Good. The other leg, stretch forwards, stretch your bottom backwards. You can take the weight on either leg, whichever one feels more comfortable. Good. And finally, let's stretch out those calves. That's probably the area that you use the least. Stretch one leg back, using the chair again, pushing your heel down to the floor, keeping your body upright. Breathe into it and sinking that back heel down towards the floor. Lovely. Come in and stretch the other leg back, bending that front knee. Don't worry if you don't feel like you're going as far as I can on these stretches. I am a very mobile person and I do this for a living. Lovely, and come back in. Well done today. Make sure you look after yourself after that workout. A few more stretches. If you feel stiff and tight tomorrow, maybe have a relaxed day and do some more stretching. Take care and I'll see you on your next workout.